What's going on, good people? Here with a wholesale nightcap, man. It's your boy, and here we talk about wholesale real estate. What I'm doing wholesaling real estate. I've been wholesaling real estate for the last 3 years, so discussing how the market is changing. What can you do to get your first deal or your next deal, and answer all your questions about wholesale real estate, and a little shenanigans. So man, we're gonna get right into it tonight, man. Trying to get this nightcap set off just right. And man, it's been a busy day, man. Been working on getting properties sold. Got some properties under contract that we're trying to get sold. Got some properties that we're trying to get under contract that we basically already got sold. So man, it's been a day, man. Just trying to, grind it out. It's been tough lately, like I've been talking about, to get to these deals. So just trying to grind it out. Um, Trying to grind it out, man, and make sure. Hold on, I got something coming in. Okay. Just trying to grind it out, man. Make sure that we staying on top of everything, man. It's crazy. Um, so Jaden, what's up, man? Jaden checking in here at last, no doubt, man. Congrats on 30K, 3K. Man, yeah, we hit 3K subscribers on YouTube, man. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and like the video, man. Show love, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. I don't know what you're waiting on. We're gonna keep coming with the nightcaps, gonna keep coming with the lives. I need to drop more videos though. And y'all let me know what else y'all want to see, man. I'm gonna record these calls that I'm having with these lead Zolo leads, so y'all can see like what happens when I call. Yo, what's up, my guy on IG? Was that Vario? What's going on, man? But yeah, man. So I'm gonna make sure my joke is right. I'm gonna make sure that I record the leads when I have the discussion with the people from my leads on Lead Zolo. I'm actually trying to bring in 20 leads a month from Lead Zolo. So we're gonna see, what that produce. Definitely should get some good results. If it is what everybody say it is. So we're gonna see what Lead Zolo is talking about. And man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Even though I didn't get a lead from Lead Zolo today, by the way. Uh, I did not get a lead from Lead Zolo, which I was kind of surprised. I think on Lead Zolo, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to expand my range. Like I'm gonna have to put more I'm gonna have to put more counties on my target list. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to put more counties on my target list. Once I put more counties on my target list, I'm gonna be able to get more leads coming in. I think that's a big thing right now because, like, for each county, they have basically a list of people. It's like a round robin for each county, but I'm only in like a few counties, so it's like until my name, till my turn comes in those different places, then I'm not going to be getting a lead. So uh I need to add more counties so I can get more leads. So we'll see how that go. I already reached out to them about that. We'll see how that go, man. So I'm gonna give it a little time. It's always gonna take time. You're going pay per lead? Yes, I'm gonna do some pay per lead. Still texting people, but man, I was talking to Cordero. Dang, I forgot to hit Cordero, man. We gotta bring Cordero on. But I was talking to Cordero about this, and it's like, man, you really got to get in touch. You really need leads that's raising their hand and say, "Hey, me, I'm looking to sell my property." You know what I'm saying? So you really need to, and this is the topic for the night, anyways. It's niching down, right? You need to find you need to niche down and make sure you're targeting people that are more motivated to sell, because before, money motivated people. Um, and now, uh, it's not going to be money that motivate people. It's going to be other stuff. It's going to be a divorce. It's going to be somebody passed away. It's going to be I'm moving out of state. It's going to be other stuff that's going to motivate people um, to sell their property. So that's why I'm doing pay per lead. You need people that's raising their hands saying, "Hey, me, I want to sell my property." That's a big thing, man. So how much are you spending roughly on it? I plan on spending about 3K, at least like right now. You know what I'm saying? I plan on spending like 3K and see what happens, man. Should work out. So we'll see it. If I get one deal, then it's gonna work out. Um, so Jaden said leads raising their hands is the hard part, no doubt. If you can get leads that raise their hands and say, "Hey, I want to sell," you should close deals. So, you should. So says best, help me get my first deal. Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to help you get your first deal. That's why I'm here, right? This YouTube helped me get my first deal, and that's why I returned to YouTube to help other people get their first deal. So stay right here. And that's what I'm here for, man. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'm gonna be right here to answer all your questions. Now, if you want to have conversations with me, and you want to, become part of the group where we are meeting every Sunday and all that stuff, you're gonna check out the link in my bio, especially on IG. But yeah, man. But I'm right here, Nightcap every weekday. I come here and answer all your questions, talk about what I'm doing, and try to guide you to getting your first deal. But if you want more, more one-on-one, more group, more direction, then yeah, go check out my bio, and yeah, just follow that and join my community, right? Join the community, and man, we can get going, man. You know what I'm saying? I try to make it very light. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to bust you across the head for anything, but I'm trying to help people get their first deal. You know what I'm saying? Trying to help you get your first deal. So um yeah, and we don't have to split it, man. You can keep your money. Just think, you may get a 30K deal on your first deal. You want to give me 15 grand? It's like, you don't want to give me 15 grand. Just give me $100 and I'll show you how to go get your first deal. And you can keep all 30. You know what I'm saying? So, don't give me 15. I'll show you how to do it, you know, and you can go do it. And you don't have to give me thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but anyways, tonight we're going to be talking about niching, like how to go get these lists. What list should you be looking for? What motivates people to sell their property at a discount? So it's a couple of different things, man, that we're going to be talking about here tonight, and ways you can go get lists of people who are motivated to sell their property. Man, my guy Mark in the house, man. Kyle, Texan is tough right now. Hey, Texan is tough right now. You got that right, Mark. So what's the best list to start with? Uh, Dude, if I had to pick the best list to start with, let me say this first. If there was a way, to only pull a list of married people, right? So if there was a way to only pull a list of married people, only the people that are currently married, man, I would pull that list in a particular area that I feel like I got buyers. I feel like I got exit strategies I can get rid of it, because the married people, what is the divorce rate is, what's the current divorce rate? The divorce rate, let me see. Divorce rate in America. So the divorce rate is sitting at for 14 divorces per 1,000 married women, and it's going up. So, man, the divorce rate is up there. They said it's approximate first marriages still end in a divorce, and that's another thing. Uh, while second marriages are higher likelihood of dissolving. So it's ranging roughly. It's hovering around 50%. The divorce rate. It's hovering around it right, right now. So I'm just saying, man, people are gonna get divorces, and they're gonna have to sell that property. They got to. They got to liquidate the assets and split them. They gotta sell it. Like they got to. Most of the time, they gotta sell that property. So if you can find a way to get divorce or potential divorce or married people list, I would get that. But ones I can actually get my hands on, my number one would be probate. That would be my number one. My number one would be probate. They're gonna sell the property. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna sell the property more than likely. A lot of times they're gonna sell that property. So probate would be my number one that I can actually get my hands on. You go to your probate court, your local probate court. You're gonna be able to go in there, request the records. Sometimes they will have them online, so you can go online. Very convenient. And I was doing this early on. I had my VA would make a spreadsheet because it was all online. She would get the name of the heirs, their addresses, stuff like that, make a spreadsheet. Then I would have to skip trace that list to get the phone numbers. But like I know a lot of times when you go in person into the courthouse, the people have came in there and filled out their name and left their phone number there. So number one list would be probate, if you're asking me. Caretha, man, Caretha, we got to get you on the tubes. Caretha, what is your number one? If y'all don't know who Caretha is a beast in this wholesale game, man. A straight up beast. She a behind the scenes beast. She a silent monster, right? And it's a silent monster. I'm telling you right now, she is about this business, man. I'm trying to tell you, she is about this business. Caretha, you let us know what list, what would be a number one niche list that you would want to go after. And I'm actually going after the probate right now in the counties I like in Georgia. The probate records are online, so you can go look at it now. Like I said, it may not give you as many details like the contact information that you want, but you can get all the heirs. You can get who's the administrator of the estate, and you can create a list and skip trace it, and text them, call them, whatever. Boom, there you go, you got it. And I think I was looking in Ohio. I think I may have been around Cincinnati or somewhere in Ohio. I was looking online. They had the people's phone number and everything. I'm like, God dang. But yeah, man. So but anyways, probate would be my number one list that I would go after. And then the second list would be the divorce. There's a lot of different platforms that give you people that have been divorced or whatever. Those people would be my number two list. And then after that, I would probably target code violations, right? Those are always, code violations are always good because something got to be going way wrong for you to be getting code violations. You know what I'm saying? People got to be looking for you. You got to be noticed. You know what I mean? Like your property, they got to be able to see something wrong from the outside to get the code violations. So I would go after the code violations. That would be my third one that I would do. But you can get the code violations by looking up the billing department in your county, or you can just call the local city hall. And it may be different, like it may be a building department for the city and a building department for the county. So you might want to get both of them. But if you go to these places in person and tell them what you're looking for, a lot of times people are more willing to help you if you tell them what you're looking for. Code violations, and then I would say code violations / water shutoff, right? And in both cases, you're asking them for a public records request. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm trying to request public records for code violation. Correct, request public records for people who had their water shut off. You know what I'm saying? In the last 6 months. So that's what I would do. And you could just, that's like, what is it for? You could just say, hey, this is for research purposes. Or you could say, you know, I would just say it's for research purposes. Or I'm just saying I'm doing a study or whatever. You go in and say, hey, I'm a real estate investor. I'm looking at the water shut off list. They probably ain't going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you go up there in person, that's different. You could talk to people, have conversations, and you can give off a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. Jaden says, "Say no more. I haven't been trying probate. I'm finished going through my current and upcoming vacancy list, and I'm definitely trying it out for sure." That's what's up, man. So Caritha said, "Stop it, whatever, man." Caritha out here crushing this real estate game, man. I'm telling you right now, she a monster. So Caritha says, "Skills you must have." Being confident and fearless. No doubt, man. You got to be confident. You got to be fearless. I know Caritha is both confident and fearless at the highest degree. And but yeah, man. So like those are the lists that I would go after. And all of them, well, not all of them, but the probate list you can get from the courthouse. I'm pretty sure you probably can get divorced maybe from the courthouse too. God dang it. You probably can get it from the courthouse too. And, trying to look up maybe people who are filed for divorce or something like that. But I know you can get off prop screen and, anybody who's selling leads is going to sell you divorce leads. And go get the code violations from the building department. Go get it from the building department. Or if you don't have a building department, just call up the city hall or any department in the county and just say, hey, look, I need to get in touch with the people that's in charge of code violations. Boom, they'll be able to direct you. The best thing to do is to go in person, get to know people, because everything is a relationship business. You go get to know people, you be getting stuff, your hands on stuff that you probably wouldn't even supposed to get your hands on. So you know what I'm saying? So Colin said, "Hey Caritha, what do you do for marketing?" Hey Caritha, I hear cold call. Hey, man, the thing is, man, when Caritha say she cold calling, it's not like she just, she not sitting there herself picking up that phone and calling. It's like she got people working, man. She got people working, and she didn't study this thing down to a science. Like she ain't just randomly going getting any dollar and just throwing some stuff in there and just trying some stuff. Like she's studying, right? She's on it. She's obsessed. Like it's like, man, she studied exactly what to do to. So that's what I'm saying, man. You can do what other people do, but you gotta, it's levels to this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You may go try something and it's like, man, that don't even work. Yeah, that's cause you ain't obsessed. That's because you ain't calling the thousands on thousands of people that Caritha is calling. You know what I'm saying? You ain't making sure that you getting the right contact rate that Caritha is making sure that she's getting, right? You ain't putting you ain't getting the list that Caritha is getting. You ain't making sure that you got buyers in the area where you got the list like Caritha is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's levels to this thing, man. Caritha is a big dog. You know what I'm saying? Caritha is a big dog, man. So, but hey, we all know cold calling it stands, it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Stands the test of times, regardless, man. Cold calling gonna stand the test of times. I just think that in this market, man, you really need people that need to sell. You know what I'm saying? It's like, money is not gonna motivate people. And it's like, if I'm calling, or even if I'm calling or texting, I'm surfing through people. trying to find the people who are looking to sell, who need to sell. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shoot, man, I need to also get some type of marketing that was like people are coming to me saying that, hey, look, I'm looking to sell. So that's my that's my perspective on it. But anyways, man, so yeah, man, that's my perspective on it. Caretha still ain't told us what would be your number one list that you would pull. And what kind of list are you putting in your dollar, Caretha? What kind of list are you cold calling? So Jaden says, I just followed Caretha on IG. Could definitely learn a lot from professionals. Hey, man, you talking about dude, professional? Man, Caretha had a business. She had a business email with a logo and all that stuff, signature. And she emailed me. She said she ain't done a deal. I'm like, dude. I'm like, you telling me you hadn't done a deal and you already got a business email with a logo and a signature on your email? It's like, I'm like, man, this is out of control. It's like, this is out of control, man. Hey, some people, some people, when they do stuff, they just do it on another level. You know what I'm saying? It's like, she one of those people. It's like when she do something, she doing it on a whole nother level. Like it's on a whole nother level. It ain't regular. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think maybe that's why she don't do everything. You know what I'm saying? Because like if she gonna decide to do something, she doing it on a whole nother level, man. Like it ain't gonna be no average. Nothing average about Caretha, man. She ain't doing no average stuff. So, but anyways, man. So really wanted to talk about that and just talk about like where we're headed in this market, man. You know what I'm saying? It's to a point where it's like, there's not as many transactions happening because people are not selling their house for money. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to have something really going on because if they leave where they at right now, they're not gonna get the same thing that they're getting right now. They're not gonna get it for less. They're gonna pay a lot more to get exactly where they at right now. They're gonna pay a lot more. So people are just not leaving their house, man. You know what I'm saying? People not leaving their house. People are sitting still unless something happens, right? Something happens to them. Something happens, you know what I'm saying? That's forcing them to sell. And by targeting those lists, you're finding people where it's like something is happening. If probate, if they're on that probate list, something is happening. You know what I'm saying? If they're on that code violation list, something is happening. If they're on that divorce list, something is happening. I would like to get the married list because something is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Something is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see what we got on IG. My people on IG. Let me see. Cal says, yeah, guys are doing it. Launch control crapped out. So now my bro's using smarter contact. Yeah, man. A lot of people move to smarter contact. I've used smarter contact before, but it's like, man, smarter contact is shut down in a second too. So Kyle says, stop telling people about probates. You're stupid. Hey, I'm telling you, man, probates. I think that's the number one, man. Like most of the time, the house got to go. Like it's just gonna happen. Even if somebody's staying in that house, that person usually leaves. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep following up, following up, following up, following up, following up, you may not get it on the first go, but man, they may sell that property. But all the ones that you have on that list, more than likely is gonna get to the point where they're gonna sell it. You know what I'm saying? So Mark said a good list, 55 years or older, two-story. Oh man. Mark giving you the sauce around this mug, man. Mark said good 55 years or older, two-story houses, 10 years of ownership. Man, you hitting 55, you can't be going up these steps, dude. I'm trying to tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? That mean they've been there for a while. They probably had some people move out the house. They probably had a bigger family. Now those people have left and they're getting older and they're living in a two-story house. They probably can't even get around it that good. And boom, here we go. You know what I'm saying? That's another good list. That's a good one right there, Mark. And King NYC on IG says it's real expensive in New York. So what's the best market to start in? That is an excellent question. What's a good market to start in? I would say any major metro in the southeast, they're all on fire, seem to be. Like you talking about anywhere in North Carolina is on absolute fire. So like, I mean, as far as like, I'm not saying that it's like it was in 2021, but I'm just saying if you're looking for the most transactions, North Carolina has a lot of transactions. You know what I'm saying? You go somewhere like in Virginia, Virginia is not it's not as much activity as is uh happening in North Carolina. North Carolina is one of my favorite markets. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of activity happening in North Carolina. There's a lot of activity. Jacksonville, Florida is a good market. Obviously, Nashville is a good market. Of course, everybody and their mama want to do deals in Atlanta, so it's a good market. Um, yeah, man. Any of the cities in the southeast is a good market, but I always tell people, man, go to a place. If it like, say, if you were in the middle of New York, maybe you don't think that you could do it there, but you probably can do it right where you at. You know what I'm saying? If not, what's the next place that you know the best? You know what I'm saying? I always like to tell people wholesale in areas that you know. You know what I'm saying? Because you wholesale in areas that you know, you have that little advantage, you know, and that little advantage most of the times when you new, it's good enough to get you over the top to get your first deal. So um Karita said, "Oh dang." Kamala said, "Yeah, Smarter Contact does shut down." Yeah, I've been there. So probate is a great list, but it does take time. Like I said, it takes time, but you just have to continue to recycle those leads, follow up, follow up. The deal's in a follow up, regardless. You know what I'm saying? You can't be thinking that you can hit some people and then boom, it just pop. You know what I'm saying? Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. So, speaking of follow up, man, 8 people up in this thing on YouTube, man. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We hit 3,000, man. If you was the 3,000th person to subscribe, let me know. But man, if you haven't subscribed already, man, go ahead and do that, man. I at least want to be at 3,001. We got to be at 3,001 before the end of this show right here. But so Betty, what's up? Betty said truth. Hey, yeah, no doubt, man. So Betty said that's me. So Nita says my 55. She talked. I think she talked about that 55 group. So my 55, I'm 53. That makes me feel old. I have no problem going up and down stairs. Hey Nita, man, we know you be putting in the work, but it's a lot of man. I'm not nowhere close to 50. I'm 35, and I'm like, man, I don't want to go up them steps. It's like, dude, I guarantee you, 55 and older. And the thing is, like, once they get that age, to say if they ain't filling that house up like that, you know, they're more likely to be interested in selling. But the problem is that they could leave that house and try to get a little ranch and be paying a lot more. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna. A lot of times you won't have the income to be buying in this kind of market. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it tough. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it tough. So come and say, can you repeat the list? Maybe Karita that you said earlier. The list was, I think Mark said it. Mark on IG said it. He said 55 and older, and two-story houses, 10 years of ownership. That mean they bought it when they were probably younger. and then did that, versus they probably bought it when they was older and this is what they trying to be. You know what I'm saying? So but anyways, man, yeah, that's that list, man. I think that would be a pretty good list. But I gave you the niche list I would go after. Probate, number one, divorce, number two, code violations slash water shut off, number three. Those would be the list that I would go after. And then you could go after the eviction list. You go to the local magistrate court, and at the magistrate court, you will be able to find what people have filed an eviction on somebody. And if they're evicting somebody out of their house about to be empty, you know what I'm saying? Or they got somebody in there that they having problems getting out, and ain't paying. So you hit that person up, boom. You may have a deal on your hands. You know what I'm saying? So go to the magistrate evictions. Another thing that I like is to look up for rent in the area, whatever area you're in. This is free. Go look up for rent in your area and look at people who their stuff ain't looking that great. You know what I'm saying? It look like they ain't fixed this place up to be rented out. Call those people up and say, "Hey, I'm not interested in renting, but have you considered selling your property?" Boom, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. I bought my rental from somebody, but when I bought it, they was trying to rent a unit out because they was evicting somebody. Boom. Right. So I definitely think that's a good one. I thought he was gonna say empty nesters, not the inability to go up and down the steps. I think it's a combination of both. I think that usually happens around the same time, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of people. Not for you, Nita. I know you putting in that work, and I'm hoping I'm putting in that work to be able to get up and down some steps. You know, it's not that they have a hard time getting up and down the steps. It's just that, especially if you live on the main level and it's like there's really no reason to go upstairs and you just got it upstairs, you know what I'm saying? It's like those people a lot of times want to get out of that situation, you know what I'm saying? And we say 55 plus, you're at 55 now, but what happens at 65? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what happens at 65? What happens at 75? You know what I'm saying? People, their mobility, is gonna be going downhill. You know what I'm saying? Once you start getting 75, at least most people, you know what I'm saying? Most people, you still got people that's like, I saw a guy on the news like 100 years old running a marathon. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So you still got people that's old that's still out here running, still out here getting up and down, still out here doing stuff. So Karita says list stacking is a great list. Yeah, no doubt. Pull all the motivations, see how many times that individuals pop up on two or more lists. Yep, that's a good one. They're more likely ready to sell because they're stressed out. Dude, if you on two or more lists, you probably are stressed out. You ready to go, man. Like you didn't had enough. You know what I'm saying? You didn't had enough. You ready to get up out of there. If you're on two or more lists for sure. So yeah, man, I definitely think Karitha hit it on the head there, man. She, experienced, seasoned, veteran. You know what I'm saying? So Ali says, gotta stay in the gym, hit the stairmaster at 5 a.m. Hey, hit the stairmaster at 5 a.m., man. Stay on it. But shoot, man, been on this nightcap almost 35 minutes, man. We got 5 people in here right now. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm finna get out of here. Y'all ask me any last questions y'all got before I go, man. I definitely want to answer your questions. And yeah, man, hit me up if you need anything. Y'all know where to find me at. I need to send out emails to people when I go live because a lot of people say when I go live, they don't get notifications. So I'm gonna have to start sending out emails to people when I go live so that people know that we live on the nightcap, man. I think this nightcap is good, man. I'm gonna try to make sure I do it earlier. I have been doing it at like 10, 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna try to keep it at like 7 to 9, maybe somewhere in that area. Get started. It's hard for me to pinpoint one specific time because I got 3 kids. It's like, dude, you should not have 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? So, at least me, I shouldn't have 3 kids. Maybe you should. I should. It's like, man, that third kid put you over the top. I'm telling you right now. At least it put me over the top. Let me be specific. I don't want to speak on nobody else. That third kid, man, woo, goodness. And it was a boy. Oh man, that boy, wow, man. That boy running crazy. He running crazy, jumping on everything, jumping off everything, want to beat everybody up, want to run into everything, want to do crazy stuff. Man, hey, people's like, hey man, I know you wanted a boy. I'm like, man, they could have kept that boy. That boy out of control, man. Hey, my 2 girls, they angels, man. They ain't running up, they ain't running through nothing, they ain't beating nobody up. They may try to climb a little bit, but they ain't doing nothing as dangerous as this kid. But anyways, so Betty says, sub, appreciate that, Betty, coming through. We know where you at. Yeah, no doubt, man. You know where I'm at. So congrats on 3K. Have a good night, Caretha. Appreciate it. Hey, tomorrow night we calling you up, Caretha, for the nightcap. We getting you on. So Ali says after that second kid, I'm gonna tell my wife one of us got to go under the knife. Hey, man, hey, don't tell her that. You might well just volunteer because nah, man, you might as well volunteer, dude. That second kid, you better hit the brakes hard, man. But at least that's for me. You may get in a situation where hey, y'all rolling with the kid. Ali may end up having 7, 8, 9 of them jokers. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. So Jason says, what is innovation exactly? I really don't know what innovation is exactly. What they say, what I've heard people say it is basically where you basically get the seller to allow you to list their property, and the seller gives you the power of attorney to list their property. You list their property. If any rehab need to be done to that property, you do the renovations. They don't have to do anything. Basically, hands-free process for them, and you fix up the property to be able to sell it at a price that's higher than what the seller is looking for, and you're going to be able to keep the difference. That's what I understand it to be. But you listen to different people. Basically, you listing the seller property. That's what you are listing the seller's property. Boom. There we go. And doing some fixing if needed. So Nita says, I get it when I hit the notification bell. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's good to know. Putting them kids on the payroll. Hey, you gotta put them kids on the payroll for sure, for different reasons. But shoot, man, appreciate y'all coming through. All my people on IG, I appreciate y'all coming through. Mr. Johnson, man, Mr. Johnson, man, I'm on your lead Zolo. I'm gonna have to hit you up, man, to see what you doing, because I'm on lead Zolo right now, man. I got signed up. I'm trying to get 20 leads a month. I need to see how many you getting. I got to hit you up, man. So respond to me when I hit you right here. So, but man, appreciate y'all coming through. Peace out till tomorrow's nightcap, man.